Every 8 hours, a species goes extinct. But today, we're going to change that story. The rate at which animals are disappearing is alarming, and it's mostly due to human activities like deforestation, pollution, and climate change. We're not just talking about animals, we're talking about entire ecosystems that are being destroyed, and it's having a ripple effect on our planet. When we think of endangered species, we often think of the big ones, like elephants, lions, and pandas. But the truth is, there are thousands of species that are at risk, from tiny insects to massive whales. And it's not just about the animals themselves, it's about the role they play in their ecosystems. For example, bees are responsible for pollinating plants, which is essential for our food supply. Without them, our crops would be severely impacted. So, what's being done to protect these species? Well, conservation efforts are underway, and they're making a difference. National parks and wildlife reserves are being established to provide a safe habitat for endangered animals. These protected areas are like sanctuaries, where animals can roam free without the threat of human activities. Additionally, organizations are working to educate people about the importance of conservation and how our daily choices can impact the environment. One of the most effective ways to protect endangered species is through something called habitat restoration. This is when damaged ecosystems are restored to their natural state, allowing animals to thrive once again. It's like giving nature a second chance. For instance, when a forest is destroyed, it can be replanted, and the trees can regrow, providing a home for the animals that live there. It's a long process, but it's worth it. Another important aspect of conservation is research. Scientists are studying endangered species to learn more about their behavior, their habitats, and what's causing their decline. This information is crucial in developing effective conservation strategies. It's like being a detective, trying to solve the mystery of why a species is disappearing. By understanding the root cause of the problem, we can develop solutions that address the issue directly. Conservation is not just about saving animals, it's about saving the planet. The health of our ecosystems is directly linked to our own health and well-being. When we protect nature, we're also protecting ourselves. It's a simple concept, but it's one that's often overlooked. As we continue to urbanize and develop our surroundings, we're forgetting that we're a part of nature, not separate from it. The good news is that there are many success stories in conservation. Species that were once on the brink of extinction are now thriving, thanks to the efforts of dedicated individuals and organizations. The California condor, for example, was down to just 22 birds in the 1980s, but thanks to conservation efforts, there are now over 500 birds in the wild. It's a remarkable story, and it shows that with determination and hard work, we can make a difference. As we delve deeper into the world of conservation, we'll explore more of these success stories, and we'll learn about the challenges that still lie ahead. We'll talk to experts in the field, and we'll visit some of the most incredible ecosystems on the planet. It's a journey that will take us from the depths of the ocean to the highest mountains, and it's a journey that will inspire us to take action. One of the most critical areas of conservation is protecting habitats, because when we preserve the natural environments where animals live, we're essentially giving them a safe space to thrive. Think of it like a home. If you destroy someone's house, they've got nowhere to live, right? So it's the same with animals. Their habitats are their homes. Now, habitats can be anything from coral reefs to rainforests, and each one is unique, with its own set of plants and animals that depend on it. For example, coral reefs are like underwater cities, teeming with life, and they're not just important for the fish and other sea creatures that live there. They're also crucial for humans, because they protect our coastlines from erosion, and they provide a source of food for millions of people. But, despite their importance, habitats are under threat, from things like deforestation, pollution, and climate change. I mean, we've all heard of climate change. It's like this big buzzword. But what does it actually mean? Well, in simple terms, it's the warming of the Earth's atmosphere, caused by the increasing levels of greenhouse gases, like carbon dioxide, and it's having a huge impact on our planet. Rising temperatures are melting polar ice caps, raising sea levels, and altering ecosystems, which is having a devastating effect on many species. For instance, polar bears are struggling to find food because the sea ice they rely on is disappearing. And that's just one example. There are countless other species that are facing similar challenges. Conservation efforts are underway to protect habitats, and one of the most effective ways to do this is through the establishment of national parks and protected areas. These are like safe havens, where animals can live without the threat of human disturbance. And they're not just important for the animals, they're also great for humans, because they provide opportunities for ecotourism, which can support local economies. For example, in Africa, many national parks are providing jobs and income for local communities through tourism, and that's giving people a reason to protect these areas rather than seeing them as a threat. Additionally, conservation organizations are working to restore damaged habitats, like replanting trees in deforested areas and reintroducing native species to areas where they've become extinct. It's not just about protecting habitats, though. It's also about reducing our impact on the environment, and that means making changes to our daily lives. For example, reducing our use of plastic, using public transport or carpooling. These are all simple things we can do to reduce our carbon footprint. And it's not just individuals, governments and corporations also have a role to play. They can implement policies and practices that support conservation efforts, like implementing recycling programs or investing in renewable energy. These are all steps in the right direction. By working together, we can make a real difference and ensure that these incredible species continue to thrive for generations to come. The more we learn about conservation, the more we realize that it's not just about saving animals, it's about saving ourselves and the planet we call home. So, what are some of the most effective ways to conserve endangered species, and how can we, as individuals, get involved? One approach is to support organizations that work tirelessly to protect and preserve habitats. This can be through donations, volunteering, or simply spreading the word about the amazing work they do. For example, the World Wildlife Fund works with local communities to develop sustainable land use plans that balance human needs with the needs of the environment. By doing so, they're able to protect critical habitats and the incredible species that call them home. Another crucial aspect of conservation is research and monitoring of endangered species. By studying these animals and their habitats, scientists can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between species and their environments. This knowledge can then be used to inform conservation efforts and ensure that the actions we take are effective and sustainable. For instance, camera traps and satellite tracking are just a few of the innovative tools being used to monitor and study endangered species. These technologies allow researchers to gather valuable insights into the behavior and movements of these animals without disrupting their natural habitats. In addition to supporting organizations and research initiatives, there are many simple yet powerful actions we can take in our daily lives to make a positive impact. For example, choosing sustainable products that are certified as environmentally friendly can help reduce the demand for resources that contribute to deforestation and habitat destruction. Similarly, reducing our carbon footprint by using public transport or carpooling can help minimize the impact of climate change on vulnerable ecosystems. Even something as simple as reducing our use of single-use plastics can make a big difference when combined with the efforts of others. The power of community and collective action cannot be overstated when it comes to conservation. When we work together towards a common goal, we can achieve truly remarkable things. For example, the recovery of the California condor is a testament to the impact of collaborative conservation efforts. Once on the brink of extinction, this majestic bird has made a remarkable comeback thanks to the dedication of conservationists, researchers, and local communities. By sharing knowledge and expertise and supporting one another, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges and create a brighter future for endangered species and the planet as a whole. The role of governments and policymakers is also critical in the conservation of endangered species. By enacting and enforcing laws that protect habitats and prevent wildlife trafficking, governments can provide a vital safety net for vulnerable species. Additionally, initiatives such as protected areas and wildlife corridors can help connect fragmented habitats and allow species to migrate and thrive. As individuals, we can support and advocate for these efforts by contacting our representatives and expressing our concerns about the importance of conservation. By working together, we can ensure that the needs of both humans and animals are taken into account and that the delicate balance of our ecosystem is preserved. So what can we do to make a difference in the lives of these incredible creatures and the ecosystems they inhabit? One of the most effective ways to get involved is to support organizations that are working tirelessly to protect and conserve endangered species. These organizations often rely on donations and volunteers to carry out their critical work, and every bit counts. Whether it's a one-time donation or a regular commitment, our support can help fund research, conservation efforts, and education programs that are essential to the survival of these species. Another way to make a positive impact is to spread awareness about the importance of conservation and the plight of endangered species. By sharing articles, videos, and personal stories on social media, we can help raise awareness and inspire others to take action. We can also participate in citizen science projects that allow us to contribute to research and data collection on endangered species. This not only helps scientists and conservationists, but also gives us a deeper understanding of the complex issues surrounding conservation. In addition to these efforts, we can also make conscious choices in our daily lives to reduce our impact on the environment. Simple actions, like reducing our use of plastic, recycling, and using public transport, can make a big difference when combined with the actions of others. We can also support sustainable agriculture and choose products that are certified as environmentally friendly. By making these choices, we can help reduce the pressure on endangered species and the ecosystems they inhabit. As we've seen throughout this series, conservation is a complex and multifaceted issue that requires a comprehensive approach. It's not just about saving individual species, but also about preserving the delicate balance of our ecosystem. By working together and taking action, we can help ensure that the natural world continues to thrive for generations to come. So what's next, now that we've explored the world of endangered species conservation? In our next video, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of wildlife photography and exploring the ways in which photography can be used to inspire conservation efforts and raise awareness about the importance of protecting our planet's precious biodiversity. Join us as we discover the power of photography to drive change and make a difference in the world of conservation.